and she was very like, none of you guys, no hooking up with her. And I didn't try to, but she hit on me, and
A
then we did. And
challenge
then she was
to us.
walking around with my hat later, and
Rip.
and
That's
then my
Dude,
friend
my
was like,
understanding. That's
"Why
like
she have your hat,
the
asshole?"
female like mating call croak of like I stole your hat at the club.
yeah. I unfortunately am a monster, and if someone tried to steal my hat, I would like strike them in the throat because I'm like, no, don't fucking touch my
You
hat.
shan't.
If my hat was like $6, I wouldn't care, but like my good hat is
Yeah.
like expensive as shit, and then this one was like 120. Like I'll
Rip.
yeah, like I'll if someone reaches for my hat unprovoked, I'm gonna strike them right where their neck hits their jaw. Just like
She was allowed to take because of yeah. I was like, yeah.
You are sexy, therefore.
dude, I don't care who it is. Like what? So my neighbor's kid is like 13, so we're having fun doing whatever. But like they went and like reached for my hat, and I like instinctually like hooked my fingers under their rib, and like so they like couldn't run away. And I was like, "Why do you have my hat?" And they're like, "Oh, Dad wanted me to take it." And I was like, oh, "Okay." And then when I walked over there, they were just like, their mom was like, "How did you grab their under their rib?" And I'm like, "Oh, you just kind of." And I was like showing how to do it, but I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I don't. I'm fast. Like, no,
I don't
give me
play.
my hat back. Where are you going?" Tim, get this hat. It's a skin from Pokemon Unite, but get this kind of hat.
Oh, okay. I used to have one of those because I was a teenager that went to China. Um,
You're just a teen.
I mean, we couldn't fit in our bags, so we all wore them on the airplane. So if that picture ever rises, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
You're canceled, bro. I'm so
Uh,
sorry.
at the time, they said it was okay.
It was allowed. It was allowed back then. You
They
can
thought
say
it
the
was
you can say
funny.
the R word.
Oh, we're not live. I was like, what's
We
going
are
on?
live.
We are live.
Oh, I'm not seeing it.
Pat's like, oh,
I'm gonna
thank God, we're
refresh.
airing laundry. Here, go.
We're just like, no, we're live.
No, we're live. What do you mean?
Hmm.
Hello, Twitch. How are ye? Yar.
Ahoy.
Yar.
Oh, I thought I accidentally hit.
Arr.
I thought I hit Hassan's stream on accident.
Should we just do that instead? Restream the
What?
song?
Yeah.
Restream
Yeah.
Hassan
Raid.
and just we play our game over Hassan.
Yeah.
Only if he's looking like a slut. I don't think he
Yeah,
is
he's
right now.
slutting up.
I think he's
Oh,
just
I
showing
say
off.
we raid another, but then we just do our normal episode, but all text based in their chat. Like,
That's like the
It
time
would ban us
that
so
Play by
fast.
post in their chat.
we, as a joke, rated Critical Role on one day that we streamed on Thursday instead of Tuesday. And then we rated Miller Lite one time, which I thought was really funny.
That's really fucking
I think we
funny,
did
actually.
Casatron one time and then Hassan one time. But,
Did you get Miller Lite to sponsor us?
bro, I want to. They had like a whole gaming vertical or whatever.
I'll drink Miller Lite on stream.
I love Miller. Well,
No,
Josh.
not
I like
stream.
No.
Miller Lite more than Bush Light, but Bush Light is the drink du jour of San Luis. Ergo, that's what
It is.
I drink
I had a Bush Light when I was there.
when I want beer number 4 or 5 or 7. Bro, I drank so fucking much this weekend. I'm gonna die. I was surprised my fucking skin didn't turn all yellow like Big Bird.
Does
Damn.
that happen when you drink?
It
Yeah,
happens
'cause
when you
your
have liver
liver-
failure. And
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah, you get jaundiced. My friend, our neighbors, our old neighbors, they had to move out for a family thing to the suburbs so they could have more room because you can't get as much room here, obviously. And their house is gorgeous, and they had a pool party. And this is the type of guy that, like, if you don't have a drink in your hand for like a second or two, he's like, "Hey, I tapped the cask of the good shit," aka opening the bottle of the good whiskey. And so, like I'm not really trying to pace myself with the beers, but it's beers, it's pool, we're eating pasta. And then here comes like delicious bourbon out of nowhere. And then it was night night juice, absolutely. The next morning, I was talking to Jennifer, my wife, and I was like, yeah, it was a bummer that our two because some neighbors actually came over to our house afterwards. I was like, it's a bummer they had to leave so fast. Like, what are you talking about? They were here for so long. It's like, Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh,
I really wanted to have like a chill night over the weekend. We went over to a neighbor's house. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna bring a couple of these like tequila seltzer cans,
Yeah.
that are like
I've never
and
had
I walk
any of
around
those that are
back.
good, but they're fun to drink sometimes.
I've had a couple that are okay. I walk around back and they're like patio, and my friend he's one of those. He'll like bid on bourbons, and he'll
Okay.
like enter lotteries to buy expensive, like that's where all his disposable income goes. He's got like four lined up, and I'm like, what are these? He's like, here, and he has me, and it's just like ice in the like a big ice ball, and it's
Mm-hmm.
really good. It was really smooth and good. I was like, what's that retail for that one? It was like it's like $200 for a bottle. I was like, good
Was it this
God, okay.
big? Because I can get one of them at
Was it?
Costco's.
It was
Was
like
it
an old
as
bottle, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
I
a.
was like, good Lord.
I was happy that this guy's like initial sharing whiskey, like the
Hmm.
good sober, like I have not been hit with the spirit to bring out the good shit, was Woodford Reserve, because that's what I really like as far as like just whiskey or bourbon or whatever
Yeah.
with ice, because it's like it's good but not too expensive. You can get a big ass thing of it in Costco. It's good for cocktails, but it's good straight. Because like I
Hmm.
have Four Roses, but Four Roses isn't as good by itself, in my opinion. Chat, what's your favorite anything? Bourbon, water, whiskey,
I love
cola.
bourbon and whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
Josh loves alcohol.
Yeah, I like having my favorite mixed drink at the bar is whiskey and milk.
Oh,
But
hot, right?
No. Ice cubes.
Mm-hmm. I think that's called like a sombrero or something like that.
Yeah.
Is that an actual thing?
Mm-hmm. Me and my friend
that was
met a
a
guy at a bar who was crazy. He would come into town to do like expensive, difficult construction jobs. Like he used to work on an oil rig, but now he like was some sort of builder. But like he wouldn't get a hotel. He would just hang out in the bars until they kicked him out, and then just would hang out until the morning when he had to go to work. And that guy was drinking those, and it was wild. He's a wild guy to talk to. And I eventually had to like sneak out the back door because he was so like, no, we gotta keep hanging out, brother. Yes, Patrick, I am excited, but also nervous about the next Stormlight book because I kind of want to read all the other ones before then, which means I wouldn't read the next Stormlight Archive book until next year. But I have until December, so I guess I could do it. Maybe I'll do it audiobook style.
I haven't finished the fourth one. I'm on the fourth one right now, and I started the Mistborn series.
Someone
Yes.
just recommended the Stormlight Isles archive to
There's
me.
it
Very
okay.
good.
It's something. So I'm gonna get real vulnerable with you all.
go.
It's like there. It's important to have a healthy mix of. I think in anything you're trying to like succeed in or claw your way and get in, anything in the creative world, if you're trying to do it professionally,
Yeah.
I think it's important to have a very healthy mix of humility,
Mm-hmm.
but you got to have a little bit of ego too, right? You got to have a little bit of that, like, I'm good enough
Is
to
that
do
what I've
this.
been doing wrong?
Yeah, that's like life. That's like normal
You
life.
have
That's
to,
how you do
but you
anything
have
in
to
life.
be like, I'm just as good. I can do this.
Yep.
You have to have a little bit of, my work, my deserves to be read or seen or viewed or consumed. You have to, or it's like, you have to believe that. You have to believe. It's like to believe in yourself. It's hokey, but it's true. So you have to. The trick is to maintain the balance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, like the force, you got to maintain that balance. If you fall, if you
Yep.
go too far to one side, you become yay. If you go too far to the other side, you don't really
Become gay?
succeed too much.
Okay.
Yay,
Oh,
Kanye. Like you need a little bit of both. And so there are times as a writer, I'll read I'm like, Brandon Sanderson is just such a good writer.
A freak of nature.
Reading his books, I'm like, holy fucking shit. Like the world building, the way everything interlocks like a damn puzzle and builds to these moments that you don't see coming. Yeah. This will
And
be a reference.
he
This
writes
doesn't spoil
95
anything. This will be a
books a
reference that
year.
people have read the first three. We'll get like the similar, like the you cannot have my pain scene is like, just get the fuck out of here. Is so in book 3. Yeah, it's a quote that will
that-
stick with me
Is that a
forever.
Kaladin quote or
Dalinar.
Dalinar?
Um,
Oh yeah. Yes.
yeah, at the
Yes.
culminate. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that crazy. That's something that big battle, right?
Yeah.
Because again, I barely remember some of the stuff. I'm like, how did that battle even happen? Oh yeah. Those books are wild. They're good though. Mistborn is less insane than the Storm, because the Stormlight Archive is just like so deep and rich and like strange. Like imagine a world where instead of horses they have crabs, and that's like a good starting point of
But
things.
again, there's a reveal in one of the books why it all makes sense. But yeah, but yes, it's a very unique, interesting world that he's crafted. Yeah. Hi, welcome to the Glazing Brandon Sanderson Hour. I'm
He is
Geek
very
Lee Inc.
Mormon or whatever, though. I saw a TikTok by one of our favorite magic content creators, Mouth Season. It's like, all right, listen, read this book, but you have to understand he's very Mormon, and you'll get it. It's like, oh, the indigenous people were wrong the whole time, and oh, the state violence was good.
Yes.
And it's like
Fair enough.
such
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
sexless, like there's no spice to it, like in that sense of things.
This
Like,
is
it's
yeah.
so funny, and they literally but he has so many fun ideas that I love to slot it in. Like his version of there's like different gendered food, so like women eat sweet things, men eat spicy things. Women cover their like left hand for some fucking reason, and
That's Mormon as
But
shit.
I
bro.
think
Yeah.
it's I feel like that like piece is presented as like this is a peculiarity of one particular like region of the world.
yeah.
Because
Because they'll just
no
be
real
like
reason.
interstitial chapters where they jump halfway across the planet, and it's like I have no basis to understand what's
Yeah.
happening here at all. Like,
Yeah.
this is a city on top of a walking behemoth. This is a lake that is giant but 3 inches deep. It's like, okay, all right, sure, fuck it. Also, emotions
fuck
bubble up from the ground, and then like
Oh.
that's how it like
Yeah,
starts.
if people
from the
feel
beginning.
Like a
emotions really
geyser?
strongly, they will physically manifest like little sprites.
yeah.
Like they're called sprint dancing around and stuff. It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So like when they're about
Like
to
if
battle,
you get angry enough, literally there'll be like red, like little red creatures
yeah.
dancing around or something like that.
And then,
Or-
like,
yeah.
3 books in, you realize that all of those things are sort of sentient and they're on like another plane
Yeah.
of existence. But there's like a guy in maybe the first book who just gets blackout drunk for science because just for a second he can see an intoxication sprint, but you have to get so drunk that they never show up. And it's like, why are we doing this? And then that guy shows up again, and then there's like this young girl who's a thief that like shows up like twice, and then she has her own novella, and then now she's like one of the main characters. It's just like, oh.
Listen, that's the power I want because her magic powers come from food, just to keep eating.
Oh, me. I do that.
Yeah.
And she has like no friction, so she just like shoots everywhere.
Yeah,
But-
that's me.
all right.
I eat everything.
That's the
Pat,
storyline
do we need
arc
roll
now.
20?
Yeah, just go ahead and I mean, you might. I don't know. It all
That's
depends.
3 answers.
I will
depends
take
on-
it. I would rather have it like Pat just say open it and we not use it than me.
Yeah, I'll go to.
be
I actually have
scrambling
like
to
a
open it
holding
later.
page that's just like a neutral. I'll go to that. I set up like a like a holding page, and we'll go to that. And we're gonna go ahead and start. I'm gonna say ahoy, mateys.
Ahoy!
mateys.
Ahoy!
Welcome back to Wayward Shores. We are sans Brett today. He's on a train, and he selfishly didn't want to try to call in from the train.
I love train.
I'm sure it would have been a pleasant audio and visual experience for all of us, and he just was really selfish about it.
Mm-hmm.
He really was, yeah.
No, but we do have Tim, Jennifer, and Josh.
I thought you forgot my name for a second. I was going to be really hurt.
No, I was just putting emphasis. I was putting emphasis on the final syllables.
I'll cry
On
on
our
stream,
last
Pat.
episode, what's that?
I said I'll
have
cry
to
on
answer.
stream. If you forgot my name, I would have cried on stream.
I almost called you Ek, honestly, because you inhabit the character so well.
I would take that. That'd be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Dude.
How are we all doing today?
Sleepy.
I'm sleepy. I stayed up too late playing World of Warcraft.
Hmm.
But besides that, I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
I'm
Nice.
fine. I had donkeys.
Yeah.
I drank too much iced
As you-
coffee, but even not that much iced coffee. And
That's not a thing that exists, Tim.
now I'm gonna fight all of you.
That doesn't
Okay.
exist.
Like
Too
if
much.
I attack
Fluffy.
any of your choices, it's not my fault. It's the
It's
Yeah,
not
this is
you,
my
it's the coffee.
Jennifer makes really
Fourth
strong
cup of the day.
iced coffee.
Hell yeah, Jennifer. I did stay up very late working on my group hug Magic the Gathering Commander deck.
Cute. Tell us
I
more.
cannot wait
Who's
to
the leader?
use it. It's like a little demon comedian.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
It's like every time he does damage, I get to give my permanents to my other players.
Oh, that's sick.
What
And I just
colors
keep-
do you like, Josh?
My green is the only color. That is the peak color. It is the master race. But this particular group hug deck is red and black.
Nice.
And
That's one of the.
I just keep
that's one of the
giving
best.
permanents. I keep giving
Cool.
permanents to people. Be like, hey Tim, I want you to have this Archfiend of the DOS.
That's
It-
like, can we play Pirates?
It doesn't.
though?
It
No,
doesn't
no,
have a. It doesn't have a counter
Pat
on
was
it.
so
you
mad
lose.
when he
To be
got on
fair,
the
this is a
call.
bit of a pre-roll conversation, but that's okay. I love Josh very much.
Well,
And
Brett's
I-
not
and I
here,
like
so he can't
hearing
get
about
that much
things.
done.
Yeah, Brett's
I like
not
hearing
here.
about things that are important to Josh. And, make
And
him
also,
excited.
you guys asked me to continue. I left it at where it was.
Okay.
Mr.
I got
Man.
the tattoo yesterday.
Yeah.
What's it say?
It's just
Pussy
my kids'
Bandit?
names in
Yeah.
Arabesh on the other forearm. So
Hell yeah.
What if you end up not liking one of your kids though? Then you have to like. It's like getting an
one of
ex-girlfriend's
them
tattoo.
just turns out to
Like, yeah,
be
one of
real,
your kids
real
has bad
problematic. Like, do
Yeah,
a
what if one of your
line
kids is like the new
across-
Hitler, and then you're gonna have that tattoo, and you're like, you have Hitler's name on yourself?
No, because could you imagine like just an upset Pat like with the tattoo gun staring at like whichever child and just like, do you see what you did here? Just like,
Like, yeah.
Do they understand
That's
what
my
you
parental
did?
threatening. I go buy a tattoo gun at home, like, and like, if you misbehave, I'm gonna
I'll
like,
scratch your fucking name out.
Is
scratch
bad.
your name out.
Yeah, is naughty. No gifts from Santa
No,
ever.
bad girl.
And then I cross that out, and every time they're good, yeah.
Then you get, like, little
across
laser.
my arm.
It's
It's
like-
like, a whole sleeve.
It's a
of
whole
just,
sleeve of just that.
just
Okay.
crossed
I like
out,
that.
like
You're like the memento guy, but for being a bad
Yeah.
parent.
This is perfect parenting, actually. This is incredible parenting.
So good. You should gaslight your kids more.
I
Well, I guess you're not
absolutely loved it.
gaslighting. You will do it.
You will do it, yeah. No, I asked my sister about one of her kids. I kept making the joke she has twins. She's only having one, but I made the joke like, "What if your kid has bad vibes?" She goes, "I'll send that little bitch back. I don't like. I'm not playing this shit." And then I found out she's gonna be a woo girl when she
Hell yeah.
the mom. So.
nice.
She's not already a woo girl.
She's kind of a woo girl, but not really. But she's like, "No, I'm gonna become a woo girl for this child. I'm gonna be drunk at all of the graduations and stuff."
Heck yeah. Just screaming their name out as they go across the stage so loud. Yeah. On our last episode of Wayward Shores, you all had a little verbal. I mean, I'm proud of you. It stayed verbal, didn't get physical, no physical violence. Verbal back and forth with Corvum and Terran, the heroes who had been spreading rumors about you all, claiming Nimue cheated.
Some
And-
heroes.
Kind of came to a resolution of they said that they'd stop, and maybe they were incorrect about Nimue cheating, and they were sorry you felt that way, and they were sorry you took it that way.
They YouTube apologized.
They
Yes.
definitely YouTube apologized. I'm so shocked she didn't bust out a ukulele.
Oh my
Steve
God.
Steve had a great moment where Steve finally, for the first time, was able to maintain some semblance of lucidity and control over himself in shark form.
He said, "Yo,
So he did a-
ass."
He did.
He did shark busking for a while. You met some rich hoity-toity fellas that Tempest tried to woo into sponsoring. You did get them to pay for your meal and drinks at the expensive tavern. Went home, nice night. In the morning, you had a visit from Angus Steelbeard, and he bought a bunch of stuff from the Emerald Estate, and he gave you money to fix the broken window from the
Yeah,
fight.
he sure fucking did.
For the
Mhm.
Navy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess he's sending stuff to
because
the Navy.
the Navy's been gone from the city conveniently. However, that whatever wheels got greased while this whole little crime war has been playing out, they've been conveniently offshore doing air quotes training exercises, just having an excuse to stay out of the city.
That's what they said, so that's probably
And-
what they're doing, Pat.
Yeah. So we will pick it up where we left off is the morning. Angus and his crew have left with their wares that they purchased from you all. You don't
Do
have
we-
anything super pressing, except you do, if you are going to, you don't have to at all by any means. You do have that note that you found that indicated if you wanted to find out
yeah.
whoever was leaving notes for you to be at 11 Shoreline Lane tonight after dark, and it stressed don't be followed.
Don't be followed.
Why
What
didn't
if
we
they're
go
leaving
there?
notes? What if they're leaving notes just for Tempest? Like, what if it's specifically for Tempest?
Yeah, like Tempest is gonna show up.
It's
He's like, I told you
just
to be
it's just a very
followed. It's like
elaborate
all
booty
of
call
us.
for Tempest.
I love that
Yeah.
that's your assumption, where it's like just for me, whereas Tempest thinks the exact opposite, which is like, this is just an advertisement. So many people have 35,000 gold in debt. That's like a normal thing.
That's so
Yes.
true. Also, though, that is extremely Sniffy's coded. If it was just like
Dude.
weird cryptic message to Tempest to meet in the dark behind a bush for some strange.
Don't tell me your name. Don't show me your face.
Yeah.
You see,
Like,
you go, you open the
prison
door.
hole.
It's a really like hot guy, and they like look at the like. Well, I wasn't expecting a crowd, but sure. It starts unbuttoning.
No loads refused.
Starts unbuttoning, Patrick.
Patrick.
Oh, it would have already been.
That's how I know you're
You're like,
straight.
yeah.
No.
No, they're already listen. They're
Duct taped.
Answers the
Yeah.
door with a robe, nothing
Yeah.
under
Yeah.
it.
You open the door and they're already open. Like it's
Yeah.
there's
You
no-
pass another fella.
Yeah, they're coming out as we're going. Yeah, very that.
So
So that's
you
at
have the
night.
day.
During the day.
No, it's
uh,
morning now. Yeah.
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 So the part of me wondered if we should touch base with my girlfriend about curing Steve, but Brett's not here, so we can table that.
I mean, you haven't talked to your girlfriend in a while. You
I
can
don't want to
just
be
talk to
clingy.
her,
send
yeah.
her a letter.
I don't want to be clingy. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that. You when you're like shy, but also you don't want to sound like you're too excited. You have to have a reason. Like, oh, you mentioned we should watch YouTube videos about sieges. We should totally do that. Yeah, I found a good one. As opposed to, I want to spend time with you because I value your company.
Yeah, you can't
Can't
say
have
that.
that.
We should be able to just talk plainly to each other like that, right?
No.
I do.
No.
personally, But
Showing your emotions and vulnerability is a tragic failing.
yeah. That's what Christianity teaches.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm Baptist, so if I ever explicitly say what I want, then I'm showing the other side of my belly. And if you don't
Yeah.
reciprocate, well, then it's
Then Tim has to kill you.
Listen, I was raised.
but yeah.
Yeah. I was raised Irish Catholic, like so. It's a sin to be happy. So
Mhm.
Exactly. Yeah. You can't enjoy the thing you're doing
mm-mm.
ever.
Going back to like you talking about needing a little squinch of cockiness in order to be a good creator, you gotta do the balance. That's why I've always joked that it's baffling that Gapcast achieved any success, because all of us have that kernel of like we hate ourselves, and it's a sin, and it's shameful to be excited about what we're doing in a field where you have to be constantly like, yo, we just did this hilarious thing. Oh my God, we're so funny. Oh my God, don't you want to see this other thing? So thank you, the Lord, for don't really care for the trauma, but the fact that we got the lightning in the bottle, you know, I'll take it. I'll take whatever W I can get from my good friend Jesus Christ.
I love that.
I don't have anything we wanted to do unless we wanted to talk to the Steelbeards to see if we could get any work for money. Did we have a few post-it note board quests?
Yeah, you
think
can go
we-
check out the adventurers board.
That was like 10
I think
days
we-
ago or something like that. though.
There were a bunch forever ago, but there were some that I think we would have to go sailing to, so they're like days away.
Yeah.
I don't know that there were any like in the city.
What?
You can go.
So, what do we feel about Angus's offer? Because it's just like bring shit, right? It's like
I don't really like it.
mm-hmm.
I don't see. I don't understand the purpose of it. Like,
Seems a little sketch. Just a little
yeah,
bit.
it gives very much. You're about to be the patsy, and I'm not going to be the patsy.
I've played too much Skyrim to do this.
And I already have a feeling that the Emerald State's wares are going to be involved, and then it's going to be like, wow, the Emerald Estate
They're very much connected to
That's
us.
did
a good
this
point.
thing, and
That's
I'm
a
like,
very good point. It's just going to be an explosion filled with googly eyes and frog masks, and it's going to be like, well,
Yep.
where do you think this came from?
right. And then they're going to show up and we're going to be like, I don't know, that Steelbeard guy purchased
Now-
it. Look on the camera.
Is there
We
an
have
argument?
receipts.
Is there an argument to be made? I don't think what's her face keeps receipts. Oh golly. Do you think there's an argument to be made that since we know there could be danger here, maybe we should do it anyways, so we have a little bit of control of the hashtag narrative?
Do we have a communication system with that one dude who from our Reavers quest line who was Pat, cover your ears. Not good at shooting the gun. I can't remember his name, but he was
Sleuth?
yes, that guy.
Thank you.
Do we have a way of like communicating with him?
Was Sleuth a detective or like a private eye? I forget which. Because
I remember him not being good at a gun. I think he had two good shots.
I did
Pat-
roll.
Pat- that
I
was
did
not
roll
Pat's great roll
terribly.
days.
I did roll terribly with him.
Yeah. I think he had two good
he-
shots though that counted, but the rest of them I was like,
his relationship with the Navy was not made super clear whether he was like actually a part of it and had some kind of specialty inspector role, or if he was
Mhm.
like a private eye they had brought in to help. It wasn't really ever made abundantly clear to
but
you.
my thing
If
is
you
if
want to
we-
go searching the town to see if he's got like a shingle hung somewhere.
well, I was gonna say it might be worth if we communicate with him, then he could reach out to them because I imagine that one, he has a better direct line, and two, they will respect him.
Mhm.
So we could just be like, hey, they're doing weird shit, and then ping it back that way.
They should respect us for as many body parts as we've given them.
Given them.
But
Yeah, but
they
for whatever
seem
reason,
to
they
not
don't.
care for it, even though we stopped an evil robo-terrorist.
Yeah.
That could be
Mhm.
fun, but again, it's only if we wanted to chase down that lead. I mean, I am both as a Tempest and as a Tim curious of how all this bullshit is gonna end up, and I would rather play both sides, ensuring I'm the victor, if that makes sense.
There's a directory in Town Square if you want to look up and
Like a
see
yellow
if,
book.
yeah, basically.
Whoa.
Wig.
You're gonna go look up
That
and
could be
see
fun.
if Sleuth has a yeah.
A home address.
Mm-hmm.
We
Okay.
can try to
Oh,
find those
if there's
people's
a
houses and aid them.
directory, couldn't we figure out who lives at this address? That the limestone.
Oh, so what now,
Address?
Pat? Now we have.
You could go do that. You
now we know who
absolutely
the
could
fuck
go
lives
do
there.
that. I got no. Do you act like I don't have this whole goddamn town mapped out like in my brain and lists of people, just lists.
I've seen the spreadsheets. There's so many tabs at the bottom. They're like by street name too. It's
Yeah.
like Shrimp Shell Street.
You can order it by who has like the most expiring food in their cupboard
Yeah.
and shit like that.
When are their
So-
car registrations due?
Mhm.
When
Fish
are
cakes is the first tab. Then
100%. That's just
yeah.
and it's only fish cakes on it.
He tracks
I
renown
got
for
pages
everything
of
we
fish
do.
cakes lore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm breezy, folks. Anything, or if we want to yada yada until the nighttime, I'm fine with that too.
Do you want to go? Yeah, you tell me. You can go look at the directory. You can do whatever.
If we don't care about the Navy, generally, we don't have any strong feelings about it, and I say let them die. And then we can, but do we want to investigate the address in the directory since that's potentially more funny?
Oh wait, question.
Mhm.
Where did Sir Ingrid go? Like, did she come back with us to the Emerald Estate, or is
Yeah, she could stay in
staying?
Tim's
She
room with us.
went. She didn't think that was proper. She has a room she's renting.
Tempest would have absolutely made that known that it was proper and good.
Yeah, it's safer that way.
Yeah, she can. If she really wants to, she can sleep in our pile.
Should
Yeah,
okay, so
exactly.
whatever we do,
No,
we should
she-
go by her hotel.
She absolutely would have been like, "It's not proper. It's not. I'm a knight." She would not have found that proper. So she
Then we'll
Yuck.
probably go pick her up.
Yeah.
guess.
Okay, let's head towards the directory, but pick her up on the
Alright.
way.
Okay.
I'll have Owen shows up and he and Steve and we're saying Steve and Owen. Steve feels bad. He feels like he hasn't gotten a lot of quality training time with Owen
Are
since
they
he
gonna go on a
became.
little date?
They're just gonna just
Do some bonding?
train. Yeah, do some bonding, some train. Yeah, so Steve and Owen are gonna go do some training together.
Hot.
Yeah.
This is gonna turn to Call Me
Gonna
by Your
kick
Name. I
some
know it
rocks.
is. I just know it is.
Owen is not an adult. Owen's a teenager.
Have you ever seen Call Me by Your Name? Like that's literally the plot of the movie.
I've not seen it.
Yeah,
Should I?
Timothy Chalamet are
Timothy Charlemagne.
yeah, is our Asian icon. Is if you guys have never seen the people if in China that call Timothy Chalamet like they Chineseify his name like in pronunciation and then make like Asian edits of him, it's like the funniest shit in the world. Shout outs
I thought it
to
was the way that Scarlett Johansson is our Asian.
no, I don't know why they started doing it, but like but now he's like an Asian icon over there. It's great. But
All right.
no, yeah, his character is like 16, 17 or whatever, and then the cannibal man,
Army Hammer.
Army Hammer is like 30 and they be fucking
Oh.
in the movie. That's like the whole plot of the movie is that they're
I don't think
Yeah.
that's okay. By the way,
it's no, it's not
Not the age gap. It's the
what a
gay
choice.
thing that Tim has a problem with.
Yes,
yeah,
I don't
Tim
think
does
homosexuals.
not care for the homosexuals.
No,
yeah.
thank you.
as feminine as
Gross.
So you're gonna go. You said you're gonna go look at the directory.
We're gonna
Yeah.
go by
Yeah, after we
Then-
pick up Ingrid.
yeah, Sir
Okay.
Ingrid's hotel.
Yeah, there is. It's actually just a nice sort of manor house, and she's renting. They have like a back room or an upstairs room, and she's renting it. And you go to the front. There is into the door. You ask. They go and fetch. It takes like 15, 20 minutes, kind of waiting, and then she comes down in full armor. She's like, "Oh, hello, companions.
Hello.
Do you sleep like that?
I do not. That's why I had to don mine armor before venturing out. A knight should never be seen in public without their accoutrement.
I was gonna say you probably wore your armor because you had to sleep alone and not in a pile with all your buddies for safety. Offer still
True.
stands, by the way.
it is safer technically.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. So, what is on your docket today? I must continue my scouring of the town, searching for any news or signs of my lost princess.
We're just kind of
hopefully-
fucking about, but actually, one of the things that we were noodling maybe doing will help you, I think. We're going to go to the directory to look up the address and yada, yada, yada of the building we're supposed to go tonight, but we're also noodling meeting our good friend who's like a detective or a private eye or like a magician. I don't remember really. He might be able to have some information for you of you searching for the princess, or he's probably, I don't know. He seemed kind of okay at his job. I don't really remember.
Yeah. I think he was.
Wonderful. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I can do that. We should do that. I would myself maybe need to spend some time at the other ports. I have yet to scour the markets or ports, asking around. And then, unfortunately, if I come up a bit empty in the next day or two, I will be leaving Bridgesport and setting sail for
No.
Anchor Landing
No,
to continue my.
that's fair.
Because I would be happy that it's been delightful to make new friends, and who knows what the day will hold. But I will. So yes, let us. We can do the thing you said, and then I'll stop by the ports.
Well, hopefully, we get some information so you can stay longer.
Haha. Yes, that would be great. If for no other reason than continued companionship. So, kind of stares at you expectantly. I do not know the way, so I guess after you.
Okay. Can I hitch a ride?
On what? I see no mount nor wagon.
Your shoulders.
I point to my legs, and
You
then I
have
point
two
to
of
her
them.
legs. I point to my legs again. I'm much
Ah,
smaller than you, so it just helps me keep up.
Yeah, they usually ride
Ah.
Steve as he floats, but he had to do some training with his ward.
We're not very heavy.
ah, ah.
It's just
I see.
safer.
And this would be a thing that friends would do for each other, I believe. I imagine. So,
Yeah.
sure.
Plus, you have another set
They
of eyes
might-
to look for the princess.
They might create she manifests an echo on her shoulder and then teleports to the echo's position.
That's such a good way to do things. Like, fuck walking and going upstairs.
Yeah, I scramble up squirrel style.
All right. There it is. All right. So you walk through town and you get to the town center, and it's actually inside Parcel Palace, the post office.
Aw.
There is a giant, like, large ledger.
Does
you can
Susie work
kinda-
here?
The Susie, like IRL Susie.
How have I
work
not
here.
thought to do that? I'm so mad at myself that I didn't make the NPC.
Just let Susie. Just be
There,
like, Susie
you walk
guest,
in and
be
you
the-
see a new hire. It is a
Yay.
tall, athletically
Yay,
built
Susie.
human woman with who with just covered in tattoos, like up
who
full
is already our
sleeves.
favorite. Perfect. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we love you. We've never met.
Susie, hey, what's up, Susie? We all finger guns, high fives. high
There's a
fives.
nameplate says Susie, but it's spelled very fancy. It's like S apostrophe U Z.
Ooze.
Ooh.
I-
Ooh.
Susie.
I'm surprised to read ooh.
Susie.
Suze.
You with an
Susie.
umlaut.
No, it's SU apostrophe ZI.
Perfect.
Susie.
Sick.
We love her.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, hey. She points, I love your look, all of you. You look so cool.
You look so cool. You were best
You look
friends.
so cool.
You look cool.
Yeah.
It's
We get
almost like
drunk
you-
later?
Yeah, let's do it,
Yes.
brother.
With all of your
And
dogs.
we're gonna eat some
yes.
cheese and get drunk later?
Hell yeah,
With all the
brother.
dogs.
With all your dogs and
You got
cats.
a lot of dogs? What's up?
Yeah. How'd you know I have dogs? I have
I don't
so
know.
many dogs.
A hunch.
You could just tell.
All right. So
we need
what are you
to
gonna
see
look
the
for first?
directory. We need to look up
Yeah.
the
Oh, sure.
this address.
So you look up that address first. Okay. So you flip to 11 Shore Lime Lane, and all it says there is a name, Roberta Vaughn.
Who's this?
Okay.
Who's this?
She's like, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I'm new here.
That's fair. Okay, that's fair. Okay. Should we look up old Detective Smokey or?
Yes.
Okay.
Sleuth.
Also, we can use that name later. We just got to find somebody who we know is messy with gossip.
Do-
See if they know anything.
Oh, we
You-
know someone who's
Do you
messy with
remember?
gossip.
I guarantee I know you don't know this. His given name, his hatchling name was said. What are you gonna search for? You might have to roll an investigation. Are you gonna search for sleuth? Or are you gonna search
Sleuth.
for?
We would search
Yeah.
by sleuth
Yeah,
because
sleuth.
they'd only give their name to people they
Alright.
respect.
Yeah,
So it wouldn't
and
be in the
imagine it's
directory.
white pages versus yellow pages. Shout out if you know what those are. Where
yeah.
it's like this is the personal versus business. So
Yeah, Patrick, we remember Wayama lore.
Are you searching in the personal or the business for the word sleuth?
we'll start with business and then we'll do personal.
Okay,
We have time.
good job. You find sleuth investigation services,
Yes.
and then there's a little name, and it's Hava Rokor,
Hava Rokor.
aka yeah, named sleuth.
Teens
And
don't
there
know
is an
nothing about
address.
this. Teens are like, what
Where
the
is
fuck?
it?
What did they just? There's a book with names and numbers in it.
I know,
Yeah.
man. It's crazy.
There's
well,
an address on the south side of town.
hey, so this is where he lives. So we wanted to shoot the shit with him regardless. So you know, let's check it out.
Yeah.
Okay. And as you leave, Susie waves, goes, "Come back soon, you hear?
All right, I miss you already.
Yes.
Great
we're gonna
meeting
get
you
cheese
all.
and
I got a
drunk.
feeling we're gonna be good friends."
Yes.
We love you.
We already are.
Oh, wow, this town's so nice. Can't wait to tell my 7 dogs about it later.
37 in.
Okay. As Sir, I'm trying to think if there's anything Sir Ingrid would want to do.
She looks up princess. Damn it.
Comes up empty. There's nothing. So, however, as you are walking, through town to Sleuth's address, you hear 3 loud, echoing booms.
Hey, that's my name.
Like they're echoing across the water. Like just this thunderous, but they sound loud, but like far away. Like you know how like sound has that quality where you can tell like it's not hurting your ears loud, but you can tell like if I was closer to that sound, that would have fucking hurt. That would have been loud.
Yeah,
like
like
almost like
gunshots.
a cannon. And you see motion. Let's go ahead and you see it because it's a clear day, and you see 3 orbs, like big cylinder or big orb cylinders. No, 3 spheres rocketing up high into the sky, like a steep arc upward. And if you look at the trajectory, they're coming from the northeast end of town, and the angle would be not in the city, it'd be like out on the water. Okay,
Are we talking flares or like artillery?
it right now it looks like solid iron orbs,
Oh.
bigger than a person. However, they reach like the zenith, this high point, and they like burst, and thousands of little leaflets fall and drift down across the
Okay.
city. And there's like dozens all around you. And
These are like small books. Yeah.
if you go to whoever wants to read this, it's just a note. You see an anvil, like a house sigil and anvil printed on there. And then if anyone wants to
Do
read
we
it, or I
recognize the
can,
house sigil?
it is absolutely House Steelbeard.
Okay. Do they all say the same thing? It's just like pamphlets?
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's just
Okay.
like thousands of the exact same note printed again and again and again.
Seems like a waste of paper.
Very much so. All right, Nimue. Isn't paper expensive? Nimue, take it away.
Yeah, Nimue
Yeah,
is
what's it say?
I just put it in the group chat.
It's in the chat.
Oh.
In the group G chat.
Susie, we just made you an NPC.
Yeah, I was gonna let's see. We of House Steel Bear Beer.
This is in character.
I'm not good at reading out loud.
You want me to
we
do
of
it?
House Steel yeah, do it, Pat.
You want me to
Do it in
Okay.
Nimue's voice.
I will. It says, "We of House Steelbeard have been sorely disappointed with the manner in which the citizens of Bridgesport have treated us, your new neighbors. This is not the welcoming, collaborative community we thought it would be.
Christ.
Nevertheless, we will not be deterred. There is an infestation in this city, an infestation called the Apple Downs. If the Apple Downs are not removed from the city by nightfall tomorrow, we will be left with no choice but to employ extreme measures via explosive bombardment. North Pier has been deemed a safe zone, and all looking to avoid injury should congregate there, where we will be handing out free bread, soup, and tea.
Hell yeah.
Do not despair. From the ashes of Bridgesport, we shall build a new city. A city where all citizens like yourself can prosper. Signed, Ainsley May Steelbeard, adamantine scion of House Steelbeard."
Okay. The messaging could be a little better, but there's some positives to take from it. God damn.
Free bread.
Tea, safe city. Very
Yeah, they're giving out tea
forward-thinking.
bread. Like I don't, and they were like, "Hey, just come." We're in the north part, right? They're not gonna.
That's where you live. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like
So that's it doesn't affect. Fuck it. Who cares? Ain't my taxes.
well, I just mean like if one, great for our business. First of all, we have clothes that people can buy, but two,
we should go buy all the nails and water and milk and bread and stuff real quick.
yeah, I'll sell them out of our
all
shop,
the
yeah.
toilet paper so that we could in Purell so we could sell them at high prices later.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what we can't really do anything about that. Like, what the fuck?
This
Sir
is
Is this guy
Ingrid's
red
like-
again?
Sir Ingrid's, her face gets flushed, and she's like, "Well, this can't stand."
I know. We got to go get those fucking apple downs.
Okay, I'm not familiar, but I do know that whoever wrote this is threatening to bombard the city.
Well,
Surely
if there's
that's-
no apple downs, and we hate the apple downs, so that works for me. And the steel
Yeah.
beers
Okay,
paid
fair
for our
enough.
window, and
The Apple Downs are
They didn't
legally
break.
criminals, technically.
yeah.
Okay,
The-
and these are not. This feels
Well,
very.
you
They're
see,
probably both criminals, to
it's
be
like
honest.
Republicans, right? It's okay when a cartel or of like a company does it, but these I think they say thugs if they just are like a loose
If they're
organization
black, yeah.
of criminals. That sucks. But yeah, if it was like a noble house like the Rockefellers or what have the Fords, then it's okay. But these people have no big name, ergo it's bad to do the crimes. We'll teach how it works out here. It's pretty straightforward though.
Roll, roll persuasion.
Insight.
Well, the good thing is that Tempest is king of persuasion.
I like
Uh,
to imagine that the camera pans to Nimue and her. You can see her one brain cell working so hard, and she's just like, "What if, what if we go to the limestone place, and that's where the apple downs are?"
There's a limestone place?
I don't remember this.
The lime place. I don't know.
Oh
It's
yeah,
all
Oh, the place tonight.
where the
Yeah,
apple
yeah, yeah.
bottoms live.
yeah, maybe. Oh, that would fucking suck. Damn it.
The neuron is like shaking.
14 or 15 with my bard feature to never roll beneath a 10.
Hell yeah.
You rolled a what?
15. I'm better at other. I made Tempest very weird. Why did I do this?
She's like, I don't. I'm gonna go on record. I think this is a problem, and I don't know that I can stand by and let that happen.
Yeah, the apple downs. They gotta
But
get.
I
You said
also
you're
wanna
leaving in a couple days.
I know, but also I am a knight errant, and I can't of Sterling Rock. I can't.
And isn't it
sit
interesting? They're
by
gonna attack the city
and let-
after you said you were gonna leave. That's interesting.
Okay, well, I'm now saying
Ooh,
I'm not
what the
going to
hell?
let that
What the hell?
happen. And if I
Okay,
have to
but-
march up to this North Pier and confront them myself,
Wait.
even if it means my own death, I will do it to defend the
Well,
innocents.
don't do that.
But wait, they are, according to this note, they are accepting the innocents into protection. So is your enemy the Apple
But
Downs?
they're
or is
still
it-
going to destroy their homes.
and then they're going to rebuild it. But my question is, which criminal set are you going to side with here?
We've had this
I don't want to
conversation
side
a
with
lot.
any criminal set.
Oh, really?
Okay, well, but both of them are criminals. So what's the
So
correct
we should
answer?
just we should dismantle and destroy both of them.
Do you have money?
Some enough
You're
to
such an online leftist. You see,
fund
we
my
have
travels.
to like, we
It's
have
really true. You're giving a very LA White energy right now.
yeah, just burn it all down.
I'm saying I will draw my sword and I will start loosing heads from their bodies of these villains on
wait,
both sides.
So, Bridgeport isn't like other places, where it's kind of a den of scum and villainy to some extent. So
Are you scum and villainy?
Yeah, there's some scum and villainy.
Are you scum and villainy?
No,
Have I allied
sir.
Oh
myself?
no, I'm the God's champion.
God's
Yeah, that's God's champion, and I'm a
we
platinum
That
saved,
dragon.
feels
saved farmers, and we destroyed a whole sect of robo-terrorists.
Yeah,
We're
we're lit.
heroes.
okay.
Defeated all these bad pirates, you name it. Anyways,
So we should destroy both of these sides. Which one do you want to kill first?
Apple Downs. See,
She
you
she
get
grips her sword.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
ready.
we should. If we're gonna kill both of them, then you got to do the Apple Downs first, so that they don't bomb the city.
Yeah, we'll do Apple Downs, and then we'll take a measure, because, like I've been saying for the past week, if we prove to the Steelbeards, and it's already borne out fruit, if we prove to the Steelbeards that we're cool and chill and nice, they'll like us more. They'll stop. Then they'll see like that it's good to be nice, and they'll stop like stealing and murdering people.
Yeah.
And I bet if we like do this, we could just be like, "Come on now," and then they wouldn't bomb the entire town.
Yeah, I think.
Makes sense to me. I've rubbed elbows with a lot of the top people in many different areas, so I know how they think.
I will follow your lead for the time being, but you should know I will not stand back, even if it means my own death and destruction.
That's just silly.
That's fine, but also you should, be smart about it because, like, if you just waste your time, you could end up hurting the people you're trying to protect faster and harder than you would have if you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So you should make sure you're looking at all angles of the thing before charging in with a sword. Right?
I can see you haven't thought about this a lot before.
Right?
Right?
I'm looking at her right?
Cause have you fucked with Spider-Man much? A lot of times when they take down the
A man that
Kingpin.
is a spider?
Oh
No,
well,
he's a man made of spiders.
yeah, man-made of spiders.
That is absolutely terrifying.
But
That's
he's a
way
hero.
worse than I was
I know.
envisioning.
When he takes down the Kingpin, sometimes there's a power vacuum, and then worse things happen. So
Yeah.
sometimes you have to take the bad with the bad.
Hmm.
Yeah. Or sometimes you do the thing where you're like, I'm going to save the city. And then the bad guys blow the city up. And then you're like, damn, if I just kind of let him do something else for a minute,
Mhm.
none of these people would have had their homes blown up.
That's true.
Yikes.
Yikes.
So, you got to kind of like plan ahead. Like, it's good to be the good guy, but also don't compromise the lives of the people you want to protect to do, quote, the good thing. Because then it just makes you a villain because you didn't think of the consequences, the ramifications, the branching of your actions.
Mm-hmm. But we don't have to worry about that. It'll be fine. Well,
Yeah, we got plenty of time to think about it.
let's go see Sleuth. Why do I want to keep calling him Scoot? Let's go see Sleuth.
This was his little Scooty.
And
You
see
haven't
what
met
he
Scoot
thinks.
yet.
Oh, fuck. Rips large, comically ripping paper noise. There goes that secret character.
Damn. Pat,
That's
does
such a
her
great
armor,
name, though. Scoot.
does she have like a chainmail like coif, like a hood thing that she can flip up? Or
Yeah,
does she have
absolutely.
it flipped up?
I'm wearing my
Yeah.
chainmail hoodie.
Is
It's
it
not
down or
flipped
is it
up.
up? It's
It's
not flipped
down.
up? Can
No.
Nimue sit in it like how the cats do?
Aww.
I feel like that
Oh
would absolutely
yeah.
choke her.
She's
Why
never
don't
Wait,
she
been
flips it
Jay.
around?
I'm a frog.
Yeah, not if she spins it around.
I don't think frogs are that heavy.
Nimue is
Yeah.
But
9
you're like
pounds.
a 3-foot tall frog.
with
3.5
armor.
feet
Still a
tall.
frog.
Patrick.
Yeah, Nimue weighs 8
I
pounds.
feel like I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna Google how much does an average frog weigh and then multiply and like how big is an average frog and then do a multiplication. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing
Not
it.
doing it.
All right. So you're gonna go to the address you found for Hava Rokor, aka Sleuth.
Yes, sir.
Grungs weigh 30 pounds.
No shit.
What's that?
Grungs weigh 30 pounds.
That's so light.
Okay. 30 pounds
That's so
in a
light.
hood. You put a hoodie on and put 30 pounds in the back of
spin
a
that
hood.
bitch around to
There
the
are
front. That's
some
what we're
big
saying.
cats, Pat.
You put like 4 gallons of milk in that hood. And then
Yeah,
see
have you
how
ever seen a
comfortable
maid-
that
And
is.
that's Nimue nude. Not with
Yeah,
her,
right, yeah.
armor.
You ever seen a Maine
Cinder
Coon?
Strike, Go for Grace. Yeah. Okay. You go to the neighborhood. It's Southside. It's a very modest neighborhood. There's some like brownstone type. It's like a weird combination of like, it's kind of island bungalow vibe, but also Brooklyn brownstone
Hell
vibe,
yeah.
kind of mashed up close together.
That's what I want.
And you find the address. There's a little shingle saying investigation services. However, the door, it looks dark and shuttered, and there is a note nailed to the front of the door.
What's
It's a very note heavy episode.
It is.
Um,
you just love
We
those
love notes.
Yeah. Love notes.
There's no
And the
texting
note,
in this world.
the
Well, there
note
is, actually.
says, on mission for Anchor Landing Navy, clearing out on loose torch, be back 1 week.
When was this
Doing
written?
work for
On
the
loose torch was that
Navy?
mountain where the Reaver base was.
So you just never came back?
Or is there, I don't know, or he came back and left again and they're like cleaning it out.
Is there
from
a
the base
date
or
on
something.
this? Is any,
Yeah, did they date
Yeah,
it?
the date is it would be 3 days based, and he said he'd be back like
Well,
from
piss.
now.
Okay, Ingrid, this is a dead end. I guess he's out doing more important things.
I don't know how the Navy is more important than us.
Yeah, I mean, I guess just looking through that Reaver base to make sure there's no weird traps or weapons or some of that goo doesn't get in the water supply and make shark go big or something. That's probably smart. I would hate a giant saw jaw with like feet and wings and techno.
But what
hands.
if it made Shark Steve big?
If we had
the
time, I would
hell
say
is
we
this?
should go out there and have Steve just drink a whole bunch of random shit. But
Go down to the lab, just pick vials
this.
off the ground and be like, drink this. Do you feel anything?
do you like it?
How about now?
So, do we have any idea of where the Apple Downs are hiding.
Other than potentially that address, which you can walk to now. I mean, they said come after nightfall.
I
You
get
could,
you. Yeah, let's. Do you guys want to?
but you can walk there.
Do you guys want to get like a falafel or something, and sit across from the address and like
Just there.
stake out a little bit? Or I brought my 3 Dragon anti magic cards. I got a pretty sick deck. If you guys want to
We could do that.
do.
What the hell? So I opened up my spell list just to see um like stuff I could have access to potentially, and there are a whole bunch in here that I didn't recognize. One called Blade of Blood and Bone.
The
What does
fuck?
that do?
Is that like
Apparently, you take a
new-
sword. I don't think it's a new thing. I don't know what the fuck this is from.
Yet.
But yeah, you take the material component is a dagger or a short sword. You stab yourself with it, and it decreases your hit point maximum by 3, and then the sword disappears. And then whenever you want for the whole day, you just like rip a sword made out of your blood, bones, and sinew out of your body and attack people with it.
I like that.
And then you can like slide it back into your body.
I wonder if they added
That's
a
rad.
lot of the third-party content. So that might be like the Grim Hollow stuff or the
Maybe because I was
Book
like,
of
what the
Kobold
fuck
stuff.
is this?
So and because since
That
I
was
have
crazy.
I have that God account. Anything they add, and
Ambush prey. What the
you
fuck?
guys should have access to.
Okay. So you tell me again, you're gonna go, are you going there or near there, or I need to know.
You guys want to do
This is very
stakeout?
important.
Get 15
really
gallons of
specific.
coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could get like a whole like cart full of coffee.
Can we go by a game store on the way to get Sir Ingrid their own deck?
We
Pat?
should
Yeah.
get some sleeves too.
Yeah, get some sleeves and maybe some playmats. I think it would only make the most sense if for the rest of the stream we played Magic the Gathering.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
The stream would have to be another 3 hours if that's okay.
Sure, you can
These
get.
spells are
Yes.
disgusting. This one like makes you barf maggots.
Ew.
Oh. Why?
I don't know.
What is that? What is the mechanical purpose of that?
It's fun.
It's just
So-
crazy.
I'm gonna describe where when you kind of get a map and you see where this address is.
Mhm.
So this address, you kind of get closer and you're on this little mini island, and you see that this address is on a small island that has only 3 buildings on it, and kind of a large patio deck. It's like a communal space. It looks like out in front of the 3.
Hell yeah.
And there's 2 bridges that lead to it, one from the north and one from the east. And you're coming at it from the north. Before you cross, it's kind of a long bridge. It's very open. It's very obvious. Anyone watching would see you. I'm going to be fair. Before you cross, it would see you walk across that bridge. And you see people on the patio, this big open like deck. It's like almost like a pier front, or like a boardwalk where it's just like there's a gazebo and like trellis and lots of tables and bench and seats and rocking chairs looking out at the water, and there's like a little telescope people can look through.
Aw.
It's just kind of like like a touristy pier front, but it seems like it's just like for the people, the wealthier people that have those homes or that on that little island. But-
Oh, the 1%.
Well, is there a good vantage point that we can get to where we don't have to cross that bridge, or
I mean, the closest you could get on the other side of the bridge is you would be able to see. You wouldn't be able to make up much in the way of features. In a lot of cases, you might be able to ascertain like, is it an orc or
We could get
humanoid?
We could get
or
binoculars.
You could go get like a spyglass. Does anyone have a spyglass?
good question.
Is there a cursed spyglass in our inventory of cursed
There was not a
items?
Mike, you have to
cursed
talk like a
spyglass.
pirate now.
No, you guys do have a spyglass as a group. You have someone has a spyglass because someone had it on the ship when you were
God,
at sea.
yeah, I
Yeah,
do
it's
remember
probably
way
on
back
the
when.
ship.
Yeah, it's like we have a spyglass. Cut to the boat. It's underneath like
Yeah.
a crate of like rotten
It's
apples.
in
or
the eel
something.
pit.
Yeah. Where'd that thing go?
So whoever wants to say they had it has it.
I have bad perception.
Honestly, it was probably Steve.
Yeah, that's fair. Fuck. Pat's like, let me solve this problem for you. And we're like, no.
We're
Whoever
like,
wants to look through it,
actually,
whoever wants to look through it, go ahead and look through it. I love when the dice just tell a story.
Uh huh. I have bad perception. Who has more than +2?
I'll do it. I'll do it. Because I did go to Ranger school, so I
That's true.
would
That's true.
be good at this. That is. There it is, right under nature. 12 plus 6 is 18.
Hell yeah.
Okay. You see, Ek, as you scan, you see the 3 buildings look very nice, well cared for, but quiet. Very, doesn't look like there's much lively going on there. You sweep down and you see an old woman on the pier, rocking in a chair on one end of it. And then you notice a couple of moonborn orcs wearing very, very common clothes with hats, just kind of lounging
Vampires.
on benches. And then as you sweep, you fall over. There's a row of rocking chairs kind of facing out the railing and facing the water, and they're facing toward you.
oh,
And there's an older looking humanoid man. You can't tell if he's human, elf, half elf. You can't really tell from this vantage. He's got gray hair pulled back in a little like 1700s ponytail type deal.
Mhm.
And you're looking through the spyglass, and they're a solid 300-400 some feet away from you, more than that. And he turns his head and kind of looks like right at you, almost like through the spyglass. It's like he's making eye contact with you through the spyglass. This old humanoid man who's rocking, and then you just see him go, wave a
oh.
little.
Did Zach tell us this? Do we see this?
Yeah, I'm like, oh, this weird guy's fucking waving at us. You know how like the TikToks are? Like I wear sunglasses so people can't tell what I'm looking at, and then it's them like 2 inches away from someone's crotch staring at it.
Yeah.
That's what I
You
feel
all
like
make
this is.
yeah.
I was like, this weirdo's staring at us, I guess. But I've not. I'm still.
You've not put the spyglass down.
I'm not for this. Like I'm staring hard right back at him.
wherever you are, you hear a voice from behind you just say, "We told you after nightfall."
Jesus Christ. Who's
Hello?
what's behind us?
Behind us, you see a moonborn orc in an overcoat with like the collar turned up, leaning against the door frame, like, and you see a little stone, like a little in his ear, kind of fixed in there, like sitting there,
Hell
like
yeah,
it fits
sending
perfectly.
Bluetooth.
Yeah. And he's like, "We told you after nightfall."
Hi.
But
We're not
Lord Iverin says, "Come on,
we're not
there's,
here. We're
there's
he-
no dwarves following you. Let's go."
We're
We're
having
here,
coffee.
not there. Yeah, we're about to play Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, but
We're not.
Like we're literally all set up with our little play mats. Like,
I was just about
just
to
shuffled.
explain Layer 7.
We just dealt.
My hand sucks, so actually we should go. Yeah,
so just, are you coming back, or do you want to just go now?
I could go now.
What's your name?
Don't worry about it.
That's a weird name.
Did you notice that he said no dwarves followed you? That's a clue. I'm curious what that will mean in a second.
When Nimue says that, he says, "My name's Kylus."
That's
Like
an
from
even
like from the
weirder
Star
name.
Wars. Isn't that the dude from
No.
the Star Wars?
I don't know what
I look
that is.
around at everybody. Like, you know the guy.
He's like
He's
tapping.
the
He's like,
redhead.
Are you?
Does X still have the spyglass up to
Ah!
his
He's like,
Yeah, I'm
Are-
looking
so
at
are
him with the
you-
spyglass.
Yeah,
so
we'll
are you
come.
coming
Jesus.
with me, or okay?
We were just asking because like it's not safe to just walk around with.
Can we
Bluetooth
bring this
boys.
tall lady? And then we're still on her shoulder.
He's like, She's with you.
Yeah,
Yes.
She's really
she's
cool.
one of us.
Does tall lady start crying when we say one of us?
A single tear.
Single tear of joy.
Yeah, I guess if you want her to come with, she can. Sure.
Yay!
All right.
Do we go?
Yeah.
All right. As we move to go, I'm gonna grab Tempest's hand with my tail
Oh,
because I got scared. So my tail is shaking. Ek looks stoic as normal, but his tail is shaking really bad. And Tempest, because this dude scared the shit out of him.
oh Jesus! Oh, he only does that when he's scared. Okay.
Tim, if you pull up roll 20.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Well, just for visuals, I made maps. And
That's a
everything, you
boat.
know, just kidding.
That's a
I know.
boat.
I'm gonna.
Are we on the
So
boat?
this
Oh,
is what
shit.
you see when you walk across the bridge, and you know by the time you all are talking to Kylus and you all walk across the bridge, all the people, as I smack the hell out of my mic, all of the people that were on the patio and the old man are gone. They've like, in the time
Oh.
it took you talking from him, they got up and went somewhere, and it's completely
Creepy.
empty. And you see what you see now.
Okay.
Oh, are we in the movie Get Out?
Oh no, we're gonna
Oh
get
God.
outed.
No, because I'm actually
So that
black.
first,
and that'll
that
scare
first
the shit out of
rocking
me.
chair on the left was where the old man was sitting and looking right at you, across the water.
And he's
And
just gone.
yeah, and he's just gone. And Kylus kind of walks in front of you and starts walking toward the middle house.
Okay, I guess we follow. Fuck it.
Is this
Yeah.
the one that we were supposed to go to?
Yeah,
Like
that's
your
the address. You see like a little
Okay.
mailbox and a thing that says 11 Shoreline. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I follow.
And he just walks inside, and let me I need to add you all actually to this. I just realized. Hold on.
I
a
don't think
second.
you do. I think it's gonna be fine.
Yeah, we can just be invisible.
These are cute little chaises.
My girlfriend would love
Hold
this
on.
place.
True, she definitely would. You should pack up this place and roll it up like a little
Mhm.
burrito and send it
Mhm.
to her.
I got you this gift.
There you go. There you go. So Kylus just kind of comes over here, talk to these guys. There's another guy by the door.
Hi.
He's like, "Do you want to sit down for a sec? I got to go check something."
Yeah, I'll take like if you have a brandy or what have
He does
you.
not. He just walks through this
Oh.
door back here in the bottom right. Yeah.
What about these other guys? I'll take like a brandy if you got it, or even just an ale.
Unfazed.
They
by
don't-
rudeness.
they
Tempest
don't
is immediately
acknowledge.
Asking the next one. Like, what about finger sandwiches? Can you cut the crusts off though?
I'll
actually?
even take like a cucumber, or an egg salad if we're, getting
Yeah,
crazy.
they're fine.
They don't respond.
Jesus.
After a minute, the door down here opens, and he says, "Come on in."
To that door? We're already
Yeah,
inside.
bottom right of the room you're in.
Oh, so we can go into another room? Okay, sure.
So sorry, I should describe this for sorry. I mean, you walk into a beautifully furnished sort of front room study parlor with gorgeous carpets, very well stitched, 4 matching chaise lounge couches with fine blue upholstery. There's a
Yeah.
roaring, crackling fireplace. There's a decorative piano. There is a suit of gold armor in the corner.
Decorative piano? They don't
Yeah, it
use
doesn't look like it's been played. It doesn't look like it's been played
Oh
for a
no.
very long time. And then there's the door you came through, the front door, and then there's a door at the back left corner of this room. And it opens, and Kylus reaches hand out and he gestures you to follow him into the office.
Okay, let's go.
And Sir Inger's like, "Should I still come
yes,
with
you come with. You
you
come
all,
with.
or-"
Actually, no, you stay
Okay.
here, just in
Okay.
case.
Sure. And then she turns to one guy, and then one of the who works by the door is like, to Ingrid goes, "Can I get you something?" She's like, "Oh my gosh, I love it. Yes, if you have anything to fit parts." Like, no problem. He ducks through a side door on the right side. And as you're walking through, he's hurrying back with like a glass, a cold drink. Looks
Damn
like some
it.
kind of spritz.
Damn it.
And the three of you, I'm gonna move you, walk in, and let me do a little So you walk into the back room, Kylos is holding the door, and you find yourself walking into a very well appointed office. Oops, did I hit the wrong button? Um, reveal areas. That's what I was looking for. You find yourself walking into a very large, very well appointed office. There you go.
Boom. Whoa. Hell
There are
yeah.
nice plants. There are couches along the wall. There is a huge another statue in the one corner. It kind of looks like Faustino in the corner of the statue. And you see a big, large mahogany desk. And behind the desk is the old. You can see from this point, he's got the pointed ears that aren't quite as sharp as an elf. It looks like maybe a half elf man who's older with a beard and gray hair tied back. And he's kind of
Is this the
leaning
guy in
back.
the chair?
Yeah. This is the guy that was in the rocking chair. And he's got
They might wouldn't have figured that out.
he's got a ledger. All that's on the desk in front of him. It's a huge desk, and all there is like one sheet of paper, some ink and a quill, a ledger, and a glass of some kind of brown liquor. Could be a whiskey or
I'll
a
take
bourbon
some.
or something. And
Oh,
he swirls
history.
it, and he swirls it a bit.
Eh.
And
The
he
thing is, I
gestures up.
don't imagine Tempest like reaching for. I imagine Tempest
Yeah.
just walking over and as if it is. Oh, thank you so much, and like
He
grabbing
grabs it
off
from his
as
like,
if,
and
it's
he
actually
I can
gestures
his.
drink.
for the he gestures
I
for the
can
seats in
drink,
front of him, and then he asks you. He goes, "Do you want? Would you like some whiskey?"
I would love some. I find that any deal goes down smoother with a bit of whiskey.
And he snaps, and Kylos comes over with a glass of whiskey for you,
Thank you.
and he's like to Nimue and you anything.
No.
Anything?
No,
No.
we got
No?
like weirdly food poisoned thing before, and now I don't want.
Oh,
any-
yeah,
Oh,
actually, the
not
Apple Downs
Niles
did that
with
to
the
us.
whole that
I don't
was
want
Niles,
anything any
like,
of you bitches hand me
our
ever,
dearly,
so
our
no.
dear, he raises it, our dearly departed Niles.
Can I do an investigation check
he
on
loved-
this whiskey? I'm just staring, putting up the light.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want it
Fuck!
to be known that instead of sitting in one of the 4 chairs in front of the desk, Nimue has sat in between these 2 men in the back on his couch.
So I want to point
That's
out
comfy.
It's comfy,
You know-
yeah.
there are 3 orcs in this room, all dressed very similarly, very nondescript. Okay, there's 2
Yeah.
on one couch and the one who
Mhm.
let you in, Kylos. And then there are 3 that all look kind of alike, but one of them is absolutely huge and jacked to all ends. One is kind of average medium built, and one is a very skinny, a little shorter build.
Ah.
Kind of big, medium, small. Okay. And they all have very like unique garb on, right? It looks very customized to them. There's little trinkets, or maybe it looks like magic items.
Are these those like cousins
Um,
from before?
They got like they got like kind of an adventurer's aesthetic.
Yeah,
to
do
them.
we recognize any of
They're
these
just
people
You don't
from
recognize them. They're just lounging.
attacking us in our beautiful home?
You don't recognize any of them.
Pat, I got a
Um,
14 on my investigation.
Okay, it looks clean, and I'll say the older half elf gentleman sees you. It's like, my boy, I would not tarnish this with any kind of incantation. If you want me to drink from your glass first, I will.
You know, I
This
got
is-
it.
Every
Yeah.
sip of that whiskey is worth 100 gold.
Shut the fuck up. Whoa! I need to go slower. I was gonna ask for some ice or like
Because he's
some Coca-Cola.
And that piece of paper is now soaked in 100 gold worth of whiskey. Yes, yes.
Can we sell it?
Well, that's worth money then. That's
No.
what I'm saying. So, I'm Tempest Tallahassee. These are my associates. We got your
Hi.
random advertisement or whatever, and we're trying to.
Nibble, you just get mean mugs. He's like, yeah, I believe. He says, actually, I should have known. I've come across Yorkheim so often. I should have known. If I said
Frogs.
after nightfall, you would of course come in the middle of the
You're
day.
kind.
Of course.
We wanted to get some information. I love investigating.
Adventuring the adventuring hero type.
Oh, I was like,
Oh,
racism.
I was like, frog. What? I'm a frog.
Frog?
He's a
Dragon? What do you mean? Who's kind?
We've been having a very stressful month, so we were gonna just like chill and make sure nothing bad was happening here while we
Yeah.
played Magic the Gathering, but instead your guy teleported behind us and scared us really bad. Um,
That was a
He
little
was-
fucked up.
Mhm.
but what might your name be, friend?
My name is Atlas Ivorin.
Okay. Hello, Atlas.
Like a map? Are you named after
Yes,
a map?
like the map. Yes, yes, like the map.
Okay.
When you said dearly departed when I mentioned the Appledown guy who poisoned us. So are we to believe that you're Appledown affiliated? Or,
Yes, for the past 67 years, I have
Whoa.
had the pleasure of serving as master of accounts for House Appledown.
So you're like an accountant.
Not just like an accountant, my dear.
Are you like an
very much
accountant like
accountant.
Ben Affleck in that movie? Or.
Or like an accountant, like you do porn.
You fucking people with these
Are you a sex
world-breaking
worker?
references.
What?
Yeah. No judgment. We support small business.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So why did you bring us here?
Like I said, I've been doing this a long time, and I can smell chaotic troublemakers miles away.
Same.
Did I
No way,
not put
just smell your
deodorant
outfit.
on? Yeah.
The two next to you just kind of look at you like one of them gets up and kind of moves over here and moves to the other couch.
over.
Yeah. I was like, so I don't know if you're aware, but today of all days would be due date for your initial payment of 5,000 gold.
We paid it. We paid all
It
of it
actually
off.
would very much be from the time you're like
We paid
mapped
it all
out on the
off.
calendar.
It's not our fault that your boy got murdered, and he didn't write it down. Deception. Finally, not a terrible roll. That is a 19.
It's a 90
He's like,
team.
he taps this like ledger in front of him. He's like, I know where every penny is accounted for across a dozen islands. You have not made a payment because we wouldn't have asked for a payment until this day. That being said,
We paid it early
So,
to avoid interest.
if you'd like to put 5,000 gold on this desk, leave. That can be the end of this interaction.
Uh-huh.
That being said, I want you to stay out of the way. Or if you want to get involved, you're welcome to. Things are, well, we felt like we had things pretty well in hand with the Steelbeards.
But now they're kicking your
And then
asses,
he pulls
huh?
out the not really. No, we are
They've been whipping
their
their
losses to
asses,
ours. We
That's
are
true.
currently operating at a 1-to-4 ratio as far as our losses to their losses.
Uh-huh.
They don't know this town. They don't have the resources. If we were to meet them and on an open field and line up, and then they line up, I'm
Uh-huh.
sure they would roll us right over. But
Yeah.
we have
Not based on
a
what I saw,
tactical
but-
advantage.
Yeah, go ahead.
However,
Hey, did you get
however,
one of these pamphlets? And she holds up the
he
pamphlet.
opens the drawer and he holds he's like, yes, this is. I would be more concerned, except I do know the moment that they would try to fire on the town, the Navy would be forced to act. So, not too concerned about it.
I don't know. They bribed him with a lot of merch,
Yeah, they bought a lot of merch from our store.
and we're gonna give it to the
And
Navy.
it's pretty good merch.
So I think they're trying to bribe him to not help.
Mm-hmm. Look the other way and you
What-
get
what-
95
He leans
googly-eyed
back, he goes,
seashells.
Can you provide a little more context? on what
Ah,
just
you didn't
said?
know that, did you? Interesting. Okay.
Oh,
That wasn't in
I
your
thought
little
you
book
were.
there?
And I pretend like I'm tapping a ledger. Okay, all
You
right.
tap-
No,
his ledger.
about they're sending they're doing what for them?
I don't know. They came into our shop. They bought a Fuck.
Well, hold up,
merch.
hold up, hold. Let's not just give them information without getting something in return. You guys have been very rude to us, and I need to have a reason why I don't just stomp my little feeties and walk out right now.
I guess that's
Sir.
true.
Sorry, Ed,
He goes.
but
He
I'm
goes.
steamed.
He goes. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 reasons in this room.
I count 6 bitches. What do I care? We got God's champion right here. You
That's
know
also
what?
true.
If we are so, you know, we're chaotic, but we always
The
land on
big
our
one-
damn
no.
feet.
Nimwe's next to the biggest one of the and he goes, "What'd you say? What you say?"
Oh, we can.
Oh, is
Nothing.
can he read? I look at the is he okay?
Yeah, I could. He said, I could hear you, and yeah, I could read.
BITCHs. Okay, sorry.
Okay. I was just concerned. that
What
you
do
didn't spell.
benches have to do with anything?
Let's
Benches.
continue.
There we
This
go.
is the top shelf conversation, please.
I look
You
back
see
and I'm like, you're
Atlas
doing
kind
great.
of hold a
You're
hand.
doing
He holds a
great.
hand up.
Doing a good
Xanax.
job. I'm like thumbsing up the big guy, like
You're doing great.
doing great.
That's very intimidating.
That being said, you could earn off some of the debt. We do have a squadron. So here's how this is going to play out. The Steelbirds may try attempt a bombardment.
Uh-huh.
The Anchor Landing Navy will have to respond at that point. They can't sit back and let the town be leveled.
Unless they're
We
paid
have
off.
we will send in. We have a squadron of what we call salamanders. They're special operatives, amphibious operatives that will assault their floating fortress as the Navy does, and we will make
I'm
quick work and end
amphibious.
this.
You should call him
That is
Nimbles.
wonderful. Congratulations.
I don't like you.
You,
Yeah, I'm.
it's not
If you
my
haven't-
job to be like little ones. My job to look after the financial interests.
I don't
of
listen.
this
If you got it mapped out,
organization.
why are we here?
Yeah, why are we here?
Because you owe us money.
No, we don't.
I mean, you could come into the fold.
We don't owe you
become
money.
employ-
I'm
you
glad that
do.
I can talk to you because all these other people are being so fucking mean. We don't owe them money.
Yeah,
You are the
it's
own-
legally
you are-
extortion.
Then we can. If you own the Emerald Estate, you owe us money. We could take the Emerald Estate off your hands. And
No, that's mine.
call it even.
I don't.
I just don't get it.
I don't get it either, and I also don't. What?
This seems
What don't you
illegal. I'm not gonna lie. This seems like extortion.
You assumed ownership of the Emerald Estate, which means you
Mm-hmm.
would also assume ownership of debts of the Emerald Estate. The Emerald
That's not what the
Estate
piece of paper said.
owns-
Yeah.
That's how business is done in the shores.
Not if you don't got paper to prove it in the eyes of God. I just want to know, like, so you're dealing with this, right? This is a great little opportunity. You make you shake down the people for money.
it's fun.
Cute. We love that, right? Okay, so then like very big talk about whipping the dwarves. Okay, cool. Still confused. So like what happens if you lose though? Like if it swings back in the dwarves' favor, hypothetically, for whatever
Hypothetically.
reason, then what are you doing?
What does that have to do with our situation?
I'm just asking. Like, what do you do? Because like
We
it's just
adjust,
really short.
adapt.
It's really what I see is really short-sighted. Like, I'm collecting this money, but I'm not thinking of anything beyond that.
I'm
so, like-
constantly thinking beyond that.
Okay, so then what do you do?
I'll address the situation as it unfolds.
Interesting.
Mm.
So you,
What if you get
Okay.
blown up?
right, I'm like, okay, cool. So like,
I will be well away from harm.
But what if you aren't, though?
What if I sprout wings and turn into a demigod? What are we doing here?
a demigod, I have wings.
Yeah, he's a dragon.
Am I a demigod? Am I a demigod dragon
Wonderful.
because I have wings?
I think so.
I guess, yeah, we don't have to overcomplicate it. Do you need a refill?
Oh yeah. Oh, sick. You're not charging me for this, are you?
No. But you will be leaving here with either 5,000 gold lighter or we will have some kind of compact in
Listen, Constance, when she promised me this estate through the charity of her own beautiful heart, didn't mention any of this, and then I think she died. So I believe from a little bit of law school that I listened to one time,
So it's
the debt is gone, my friend. Go to the bank, brother.
even if the debt isn't gone, why aren't you like if you should reconcile her like assets for whatever payment? So like whatever
The Emerald Estate.
no, it's
'cause
mine.
She signed that over to Tempest, so it
Yeah.
doesn't count as her asset. That's Tempest's asset.
You should go back to the
She had-
mainland and
Do
get
you have
She
a,
had
do
other
you have
assets.
oh
You have to
oh do you have a
reconcile
bill of
those.
sale? Do you have a legal document other than just the deed, ownership of the physical deed? Do you actually have a document with her signature naming you as the owner of the estate? Or did you
You all
just
look at
take a
Tempest.
deed, or do you just take a physical deed, claim it as your own?
She gave it
Because
to
if we
me. I
want
mean,
to bring
she gave it to
legal
me.
adjudication
I mean-
into this, we absolutely
I
can.
mean, she gave it to me. I mean, in a way. So it's like.
I mean, if his name is on it, what do you? That's like
His
name is on it.
not on it.
I don't know that. I think his name is on it based
I
on how
know.
he's been talking.
Then how did I get this though? I mean, you're trying to bring up this other shit, but I'm like, how did I get the deed? Is what I'm trying
How
to
do
say.
thieves get everything they possess?
How dare you, sir? I am so torn up about Constance Windermere being gone. I'm having scary dreams about her.
I kind of like. I don't like to ever tell players what they're doing. I kind of think of as you're going, "How dare you, sir?" You're like holding out your glass
Yeah.
to be real.
Yeah.
Like, you're like,
More.
"How dare you, sir?"
I'm gonna walk out.
A little more.
More.
Little more.
Yeah, okay,
It's-
that's good, thanks.
We can take it outside right
Really
now.
appreciate it. Really,
Missouri
'cause-
laws, right? We can go.
I mean, we're fighting, but you still got to be nice to the servers and shit. Right?
Yeah, it's like kind of like when that one like Republican ass person was like in New York at the Popeyes giving black people free chicken, and they all showed up and they were like, "Fuck you! I will be taking. Give me the 2-piece with the yeah. No, I'm not voting for you, asshat." And then with the gravy. Thank you.
So yeah, I mean that's why don't you just take some of her stuff from her like shitty kids or whatever from the mainland?
Yeah, wouldn't that make more sense? That's like guaranteed money.
We're all the way out here in Bridgeport, gross.
So are we. We're the shores.
Yeah, but you
I
weren't
don't
there
want
before.
that. I have no interest on the mainland.
Oh,
It's
okay.
in the shores. I mean, if you have the item, it was a pendant shaped like a gear with a gem in the middle. If you have that item, we can just take that and call it even.
Do I have that?
You
Have we
don't
seen
have
that? Is it in the
around
Chris
her
box?
neck.
Oh damn, I should have grabbed that too. Well, it's on the bottom of the fucking ocean, brother. So no one's gonna have it. Why do you want that?
Yeah, that's absolutely our business,
Why?
Oh, weird.
not yours.
I bet you he can't die because of it.
Isn't it technically our business because you made it our business? Because
Yeah,
you
you're kind of
told us
making
about
things
it?
Your business is 5,000 gold on this table, or we can work something else out too.
Let's work something else
Do you
out
want
too.
to? Do you want to join the mission assaulting the Steelbeard?
No.
loading fortress?
No, I was thinking maybe you can start carrying Appledown merch. We got the Gulper, we got the People's Champion, and then we got our own custom stuff. But adding a third brand there, that'd be really good for you. Steelbeards probably won't like it, so we'll probably have to wait a couple of weeks to start selling it. But this is way with more than however much you allege that we owe you, which is nothing, by the way.
We don't do merch. We're
There you go. That's your problem.
we're
I did-
good.
Have
I'm
you
just-
ever heard of sponsorships?
Ooh!
I have, yes.
How about you sponsor us for 35,000 gold, and then we'll like
What will we get out of it?
Us.
us
God's champion.
Doing what?
A dragon. I'm a fucking
Oh my
dragon.
God, exposure. We're like wearing your brand and stuff.
We are a criminal organization. Exposure is the last thing I want.
See,
Oh my God,
he
he admitted.
He did admit it, but they got shit like all over they got your names all over the place, I think. I mean, I don't really know, man. I don't really want to help you guys because then if you guys lose, we're fucked by the
Mhm.
Steelbeards. I don't want to help the Steelbeards because if they lose, then we're fucked by you guys. I
Mhm.
mean, like, that's a shitty proposal. Let's get rid of that one. What else?
Yeah, I'm starting to get also even thinking about it. Or
Yeah,
maybe
like
I'm
it's
not
a
used to
stupid
this good
idea
of
for our
whiskey.
safety. So
Yeah.
what's a
You should know they are absolutely planning to kill you.
What?
no shit.
How do you? How say you? How say you, sir? How dare? They're our best friends.
Aren't you also planning to kill
I mean,
us?
like that's the
No, we
what
want
else
our
is
money
new?
from you. We just want money from you. We
Or
want money or useful services from you.
or
Exposure.
I mean, if you refuse, we'll kill you to send a message to
okay,
make
so
a
then
point. Yeah.
so you both want to kill us.
We don't,
Great.
our
So
ultimate
now
goal is not to kill you. They're going to kill you, but they know you killed their operatives in the fish market.
What? They started it, by the way.
They absolutely know that.
We threw him in the pit. Damn it. They started it. They started it.
We have our own fish merchant monger who is
Ah.
on the payroll, and apparently some other fishmongers whose tents got burned
It's
down.
probably those motherfuckers we didn't give all that money to because they tried to shake us down. I hate those
Apparently,
guys.
we're seen meeting with a dwarf.
Bitch. Listen, I don't want to make it this year a problem, but we've had a really bad month. Can we just get like another week before we have to pay? Please. I have
I'll tell
PTSD
you.
from the Apple Downs breaking into our house, and that's not nice.
I don't know if Faustino has some kind of affinity for you. The fact that he let you spread out the 35,000 over multiple payments was about as kind and merciful as I've seen him in some time.
He probably saw the value of the shop when he broke into it. He saw how good it was.
Hmm.
I did kill a bunch of his dudes though,
Mm-hmm.
because I also had PTSD
Yeah,
about getting
maybe
kidnapped.
he respects you as
Oh.
warriors.
So maybe
Yeah.
maybe we should just keep doing that because it seems to be working out for us. Hey, Stretch
I mean,
back
you
there.
are
What, you want to go around
absolutely
or two with the People's
welcome.
Champion?
You are absolutely welcome to at your convenience to test that. He sits back.
I mean, we could just like leave.
I'm gonna have to insist that a payment is made before you leave, at bare minimum.
Oh,
You did say that we should come at nightfall, so like, what if we came back later, though?
That's true. We should have several more hours, though. Here, how about this? Take this fucking glass of whiskey. There must be at least 1,000 gold worth, and so
It is absolutely your economic mind is a wonder.
it's like piss.
yeah, and you're over here like talking shit. We're big
Look.
brain over here.
Out of character.
You could always put 5,000 gold on the table, and I could put that back to you, and then maybe another 5,000 more if you were to join the mission.
Out of character, guys. We have a total of, let me see what the math is, 6,257 gold.
No, that's almost all the gold.
It's almost,
almost all of
all
our
the
gold.
gold, and that just gets us like a week. I only see a couple motherfuckers in here. I say we
He did say
waste
every
Pat's
2
time for
weeks.
20 minutes,
He did say
start a
every 2
fight,
weeks,
and then next week a shark bursts in through the window, and we
Kool-Aid Man style.
yeah, we yell rutabaga. Ingrid
Oh
comes
yeah.
in. We might lose Oliver. What's his name? Angus. But that's a sacrifice I'm willing to take because I don't want to give him this money. Like,
I don't want to give them the money either, nor do I want any part in their conflict with the Beards at all.
mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, what if we just go to another? What if we just dip this island and go somewhere else?
Yeah, we could. Like, right now I'm leaning lying. Be like, fine, we'll help you, and then we're like, fuck this.
Yeah, and then pack up the house and dip, and just
Yeah.
be like, girl, fuck
Yeah,
it.
what if we just lay low for a little bit?
I mean, I guess in Pat's mind, we will feel bad that the entire city gets destroyed.
I won't. Like, absolutely will not feel bad.
I will cry for
'Cause
the Emerald Estate.
I'll tell you a secret
and
about
the
Eck.
baker. But
I will not, because I've been keeping a tally in my little notepad down here. 80% of the people here have been dastardly rude to Eck.
That's not true. You've got the
Eight-
Game Hunters Guild, they love you. You've got the Artificer, the Guild of Refinement, they love you.
The Guild of
Shays, they
Refinement
love you.
did not give
That one
Eck any
coffee shop
compliments.
guy was really
You've got
nice.
Susie working at the Parcel Palace.
I've been keeping track. So as it stands, it's literally
Sleuth likes
Susie.
you.
It's Susie in the Game Guild. That's it. The Artificer guy did not give Eck any cool compliments about his magic, and in fact, denied that he was a dragon. Shitless. And then everyone else has been a complete and utter shitbox to Eck. Does not give a fuck if this place burns down.
You've got
The coffee shop
Abzug
there is
Ovak, the
nice.
fisherman, and his husband who runs the coffee shop,
Yeah, that guy.
and their boy,
That's
their adopted
true.
human son Milton.
Yeah. I'd said 80%. Those people are in you're listing the
You got
20% that
Phineas
have been nice.
McIntosh, the toady who's got the skull.
I mean, he
was
doesn't
nice.
give a shit about Ek. He gives a shit about
a
Nimue.
little responsible for him.
Yeah, he is 100% about, all of that's Nimue stuff. 80%, I'm looking at it right here on this notebook down here. 80% have been rude to Ek. Ek does not care if this place burns to the ground.
I do love the idea of every time someone is like, "What do you mean you're a dragon?" X eyes just go bright red. It's like,
Yeah,
I will
no.
remember this.
You just
I
made the
truly, I
list.
remember it.
I don't care if you live or die.
Yeah, and then and then I'm like, I don't give a shit. You don't respect
That's
me as a
it. You
dragon, I
made
don't
the
respect your
list.
life. Yeah, like
Puts
you're
on
out.
lipstick.
He has like an Aria list, but it's
Yeah.
just endless.
Every single night he whispers the names of like that one
Whisper the names
motherfucker.
That's how he goes to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then as soon
It's
as he
like a
finishes, time to
lullaby
get
for
up.
Tempest.
That's how I do it. So Ek has, at this point, Ek has
Fish
zero
Cakes
loyalty
likes
to this
you.
island.
All right, now you really have pushed me on the other side. Fuck this place. Classic.
Yeah, I'm extreme. Ek is extremely like this whole. If this whole island burned to the ground, he would sleep fine on a boat and not give a shit. So I
Honestly,
truly
if
do not
this
care about either
island
faction.
burned to the ground, Fish Cakes would probably still be around.
Yes, absolutely.
He would
That's
appear
true.
on our boat somehow. He'd be like,
That's a
"Yeah, I found an
cockroach.
eel
Hey,
pit."
what's
And we'd be
up?
like, "Oh my god."
This is a little too fresh for my taste. What? I do like that these conversations end up happening when Brett's not here, and then
really
Brett
funny.
comes back. He's like, "What'd you do?" It's like, "Brother, you weren't there."
Right. You could have texted us.
Mm-hmm. Let's FaceTime.
Steve, you are one brain cell of this party.
Yeah, Ek is very much team. If we give them $5,000 in dip, and then just never come back to this island ever again after it's burned to the ground, cool. I would hate losing the Emerald State, but
Nimue doesn't want to fight for either of them.
exactly,
She
I don't want to
doesn't
fight for
like
either
either
group
of
because
them.
neither of them have been nice to us. So fuck them.
Okay, idea. We lie.
Mhm.
We don't have a skull anymore, so we can
We don't
do
have the
that.
skull, so that's on the table.
Uh-huh. We say we will help you. Tell us when and where. They'll probably like do some bullshit, but whatever. Then we do our favorite thing: run and tattle to the cops in the Navy, and then join the Navy, and then bada bing, bada boom, warn them about just a fuck ton of merch that's coming their way. That is like high quality, by the way. Because I say fuck it, let's join on the side of the bureaucrats and the police. This
You want to back the blue again?
yes, it worked out pretty
Isn't
well.
it crazy
last
how
time.
Pat keeps making us like be cops?
That's what he wants us to learn
doing
from this.
anything.
He loves us being cops. I
Yeah.
guess
Just
we'll back
pay them.
the blue again.
Yeah, Pat has never showed the back of his shirt, but it's all
There's a blue
black.
line on the back of
And
it.
let me just think. I don't
There's
know.
there's a blue line
He's
back
very
there.
tall. He's very buff and bald. I don't know.
I mean, there's a blue line on this. Well, here's the thing, though. I feel like either way, the Navy people, even if we back the blue this time, they're paid off by one or both groups. So
Yeah, probably.
it's lose on that. That's why I'm just like, let's just fuck it. Let's just leave and go somewhere else.
Yeah, but we have so many people that give Tempest compliments, and I like that. And
I agree that you do have a lot of people that give you compliments, but also,
Tempest is not traditionally a good person,
True.
but even he
he's our
would feel
scumbag.
bad for running away, like yet again.
We also have Sir Ingrid who wants to take down both of them.
Yeah, that's sort of
She
what I'm
wants to take
saying
down
too.
yeah, she would take down both of them, but she's in the other room, and Lord knows what kind of foot massage she's getting in there.
Oh yeah,
So
and
I don't know what that's about.
the other
But
huge
then-
negative is if we take down both of them, we'll have to tell her she was right after like dogging on her for like 20 minutes. Which...
Well, we didn't like dog on her. It's just a matter of like, it's naive to put the people at risk for the sake of quote unquote good, because your good is upholding a system that would keep those people oppressed anyway.
Mhm.
So it's like, I don't know, man. Like,
Acceleration.
it's very
versus-
like LA white saviorism. That's why I'm like, I don't know, bro. Like, you got to think, you got to start thinking of like the marginalized, baby. Where's your intersectionality? Where, like, did you think about the disabled people? How are the people in wheelchairs getting out of the bombardment?
Mhm.
Ingrid, what's your like? How are we doing that? Like, let's think. But anyway, I have no faith in either one of these hoes. So I don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Are
They can
we
have the island if they want.
okay for step one? And Pat don't listen to this, to lie, so we don't have
I'm
to pay
down.
money.
If we lie, so we don't have to pay money. Down. I'm into that.
Who was the highest deception?
Probably me.
Our
Yeah.
good Tempest, our good bitch.
Okay. I'm going to uh whisper into my glass and give my own damn. I can't bardically inspire myself. Fuck
Yeah, you
you.
can.
Mm-mm.
The text says
I
you
thought you
fucking
could.
can't.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Tony
Literally
Bardic
said-
inspires himself all the fuck
Well,
time.
Tony's a liar. There might be one of the subclasses where you can do that, but
Ain't no way.
okay, well, I mean, like I said, I can if I roll under a 10, I'll just say no, I didn't.
Yeah, that's also true. Do you have guidance? Can you guidance yourself?
I don't think. No, I do not.
I can help action.
Okay. All right. So with X,
I will help because you're already holding my tail anyway. So
Yes, with X assistance, I will roll 2d20s and take the higher of the two. By
Yeah.
what I'm hearing, mechanically.
yeah. I like huff and puff, but then begrudgingly agree with whatever he says.
Yes. Natural 20. So natural 20 plus 7. And it's like, okay, you have convinced me. I'm afraid of you guys due to the PTSD you've given me and my friends. Like I said, we sleep in a big pile all together because of how scary you are. The Steelbeards have not made me want to sleep in a pile. They're not that afraid, so I'd much rather, fuck with them. Plus, they've been kind of mean to us, even though they actually bought some merch. But it kind of felt condescending now that I'm thinking about it. So the thing that you said about them killing us somewhat has a point. And I'm a petty bitch. So if they do want to fuck with us, then it might be actually easier if we side with you because they don't respect us. Whereas you're just like this cold, calculated type guy who's like, oh, the numbers don't lie, whatever. So like emotion's not gonna work on you regardless. So yeah, we'll help you guys. Just tell us where we need to go and when and shit like that. And if there's anything we can do to help, we probably know like one of their safe houses or something like that. And or if like you said, I think you mentioned we'll just stay out of the way. That works for us too. Actually, it works pretty great for us too. So yeah.
So you roll a 20. What's your deception modifier?
7
So you roll a
27
20, so
total.
27. Okay.
on a critical,
Mhm.
even though
Success.
I think crits
Okay.
don't actually account for ability checks, but still, it's more fun that way.
So you're saying
Yeah.
you're gonna help to assault the Steelbirds?
I throw that in there, but I also am like, hey, if you want, you mentioned because he did mention
Staying out of
us
the way,
staying
yeah.
out of the way, so it's like, oh, well, yeah, we'll stay out of the
Well,
way.
Staying out of the way, but I would like payment though. But okay, so no, I'd like you to join and fight on our side. We do have the champion, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
And a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
and a dragon.
And he's not here, but we also have a shark.
We do have a shark.
He turns into a shark. I bet you
It's
didn't
like
know
the start of a joke.
that. So
I'm a joke to you.
So
You are not a joke.
we are in
This is
agreement.
nothing.
We're just gonna go then.
He gotta go like this. He gotta waves his hand and holds his hand out like this, and then a large spectral hand appears in front of you, Tempest. It's like
He
4
wants to
times
hold
bigger
your
than his hand. He's
Uh,
like,
Tempest's
how
hands are
about
full.
this?
Yeah.
As a bit of a deposit, why don't I take half of your payment and I'll give it back to you after the mission, plus a 200% bonus
What's the bonus for?
for completing the mission and surviving.
Yeah, but what do we get for that? You didn't say. Do we? Oh, bonus of the 2,500. You'll give us.
Yeah.
You'll give us 5,000 back.
No, 7,500 back.
Oh, that's right. Sometimes the 100% math is like, is it just,
Yeah,
what you
100%
need
doubles
that.
it.
Yeah, 100%
Into-
doubles
it's-
the change.
yeah.
Yeah.
Pokemon
I mean,
does
if
that too with
you
their-
if you say what you mean, and I believe you should have no problem. You'll triple the money,
Mm.
and we'll call this payment square.
Uh,
You'll walk away 7,000 gold rich. Well, 2,500 gold richer than you walked in here, and not have to pay us the first payment.
Sure, fuck it. Okay, here you go.
I want it to be known that this entire time they've been talking about this, Nimue has turned to the man next to her and is like,
Yeah.
"What's your name? Do you want to come work for us? We're probably better
These guys seem
employers.
like
We have
dicks.
a bed and we like to sleep in a
have a bed.
pile. You're
And he
invited
says-
to the pile, and also sometimes Birdie makes us breakfast, and that's really nice. I bet it's way nicer than over here."
And he turns, he goes, Danix. No, I don't want to work for you. No, I don't want to sleep in the pile. But
Annex?
Do you want to be our friend?
maybe I'll come have breakfast. Maybe. You like to fight?
Yeah.
Good at it.
Me too.
We should be best
Do you want
friends.
to be our friend?
Okay, but I might have to kill you someday. But okay, until then, yeah, we can be friends.
Hey, we have this new friend.
Yay! We're
He
in
looks
the
around,
record.
and his brothers like give him a glare. Like, yeah. And he looks at, well, I'll still kill him if you tell me to. But yeah, we're friends until then.
Cool, great. Well, great working with you guys. Can't wait to get all that cashola back.
Yeah.
Thanks for the opportunity. It's
Head
always
down
good to
to
get a leg up.
yeah, tomorrow night, because if the fireworks happen, it'll be
Yeah, where should we
night.
go?
Eastgate.
Eastgate. Perf.
Eastgate, sick. Yeah, we'll sail over there.
All right, I love you guys. Bye.
See you later, Dennis.
You walk into the other room on your way out, and you see Sir Ingrid sitting like crisscross applesauce on the floor with the three, and they're all drinking like some kind of fruit spritzer and eating shrimp cocktail.
Oh, she's bugged. She's
Oh,
so
no,
bugged.
She has switched sides.
Why isn't it working? I'm trying to reveal area.
Yeah,
There you
they've
go.
got her pumped full of spy drugs.
Mm-hmm. These shrimp is poisoned.
And they're just kind of like relaxed, chilling, like, oh, hello.
Gross
These are my
bugs.
friends.
Eh, you guys are eating bugs?
We didn't get any shrimp, and then I walk over and grab some. Thank you.
It's great. It's perfect.
Holy
Perfectly
shit, that's
plump
good.
and just fresh. There's a cocktail sauce. It's so good. It's got so much horseradish in it. Clears out your sinuses.
Ooh,
Gross. It's like bugs and ketchup.
I was gonna cry for a different reason. Now I'm gonna cry for this reason. Nice.
Oh, are we going?
Yeah, we gotta go. Sorry, you gotta say bye to your new friends here. Sorry, we didn't get to
Oh.
hang out with you guys more too, but we're busy. You know how it is.
Tell Dennis to stop by for breakfast tomorrow.
Oh, they're looking like, okay. Yeah, Neil can leave.
Should we end it
Bye.
there so that we don't
Yeah.
leave Brit high and dry?
So yeah, well, if you walk out of the Fine Manor, it's still kind of the middle of the day. You get a whole, and then they, unfortunately, 2,500 gold lighter, but they expect you to show up at the Eastgate docks tomorrow
Damn.
night, ready
Sucks
to
to
go.
suck, I guess.
Sucks to suck.
Mhm.
All right. I think that's going to work out. I, instead of subtracting the 2,500, I added it because Pat doesn't know. So we have 80,000 gold now.
Hell yeah.
You can just do
Great.
that. You can just do that. Like they don't tell you that, but you can just add shit to your character. Like if you buy the
can.
books, you get it. It's a pay to win game.
You get all
It is. It's pay to win.
Yeah.
That's how I got the champions tunic. So I can see all the HP numbers.
Mm.
But I have to pee real bad.
Okay, yeah, we
Okay.
can.
Drop in it. That good piss.
So I guess I can either
Why don't you go ahead, Tim,
or-
and then we'll just go. You just go, and we'll pick
Yeah.
things up next time. And we'll see what happens with the crew about too. I'm very
Wait, because
interested.
Tim has to stop the stream, so we're just gonna be here.
Well, he's just peeing.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
You know how
we're
long
gonna-
that takes?
yeah, you know how long that takes.
I feel like
he's
if
a
it
chronic.
takes longer than like a couple of minutes, I'm gonna get concerned.
No, he's pissed the entire length of a Creed song, dog. Like Tim, when
that
Tim
feels
pissed,
like,
it's like
you should go see a urologist then.
no, he just has a really strong bladder. You also, you know how like Michael Phelps is built like a shark, like his skin is silky one way, but like scraggly the other way, and like his face comes to a point to increase the aerodynamics, and he's got really, really, really long arms and a long torso and shorter legs for the long reach and stretching of the swim strokes. It's like that, right? Like that's Tim. Tim has a really big bladder to hold the piss, and that's how he can float dead man's float for so long because of all of his like, his piss tank being so strong.
Was any of that?
Yeah.
Was any of that what?
Can you hold it for really long?
Yeah. Tim legitimate, like, I don't, you need to come with us to a pool. Tim will float as if he is dead for like 10 minutes. Like, it's terrifying.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, check
buoyant.
this out. And he'll just like, he literally goes like limp like a corpse and then just floats in the
Wait,
pool.
like face down?
Face down. Like, he'll just float in the pool.
That's
I
insane.
can't
And
swim.
just like stays like that, like forever.
You don't swim?
It's
You
crazy.
can't swim? Oh.
I can't. I don't know how to.
I can swim. I was on the swim team. I just hate being in water. If my big brother's there, I'll feel brave
I like
and I'll
being
get
in
in the
the
pool. But most of the time,
Oh,
I'm
I
just
could
standing there
like,
staring.
if we're ever in a pool, I could just lay on Tim, and then Tim can
Yeah,
float.
you just lay on Tim. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also
won't get
love,
in
by the
water.
way, that the notes that were dropped from the sky, I threw that in the chat, and Brett will have no he'll just see that, like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I had to light a match after that piss. You know what I'm saying? Can I get a hell yeah?
That's what I told him. Pat doesn't
See,
believe
that
that
was
you can
fast.
like dead man's
That
float
was-
forever.
I didn't say I didn't believe that. I was just saying, I didn't.
Huh?
I did not say I did not believe that. But
Believe what?
That you can dead man float for like a really long time.
Oh yeah, I can hold my breath for a long time.
Like it's like Tim is known for having the longest hair, those calves, an incredible ass, and then dead man's floating.
I used to be really good at it. Now I'm just good at it.
nice. Okay.
What are you guys talking about?
We were
was what we
talking
were talking
about
about.
you and holding your piss and floating a lot.
Yeah.
We were talking about how funny it is. Brett doesn't have context for that note. It's in the chat. And does anybody have anything else they want to yell out real quick or before we sign off?
New season of Tribulation Farce started. Get on it, baby.
Heck yeah.
Susie's
We love
birthday
Trevor.
was yesterday.
Happy birthday!
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Susie and Fred.
Oh yeah,
Fred's too.
Fred's
I think
birthday
Fred and
was-
Susie have the same birthday.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I know it's recently because Michael went to dinner with them and I was jealous.
Yeah.
Nice. Every geek
Um,
that should just live in the same city.
I agree. I'm
That's true.
giving the hard sell to a lot of
Geekly
people.
Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim has been trying to do the hard sell for me, but it's kind of more of a soft sell because if I could just smell Dan the Dad more than once a year, that I'm bought in on it. Honestly.
Yeah. I
just
mean,
need
the
more.
thing is, like, I have 100% success rate of no, it's cool. It's just I don't know if I can do it.
you just move out here. Yeah, if situation came up where it was like, oh yeah, Josh, here's infinitely more money, and you could just live in St. Louis instead, I'd be like,
But moving is
Tim,
hard.
leak.
And
I'd
scary.
be like, Tim, leak the address of the place next door. It's like,
Moving is hard.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Moving does suck ass. I hate doing it, but
There's so much you got to do. Being a grown up sucks.
I hate it. But
being
St. Louis
able
is
to
cool,
hold hands
so
with Dan the
people
Dad would be
like
great.
it. Yeah,
Well,
Being a little guy is pretty cool, though.
Being a little guy is
that's
pretty cool.
true.
I'm not a little guy, but I wish. In my heart.
Being a big lug's pretty fun though too. All right. So I'm excited to see what happens. I honestly wasn't sure how that exchange was gonna go. I'm like, who
I
knows
think it
what they
went
do?
really
I'm gonna
well.
put him in it.
How many
What's that?
experience points did we get for that epic deception and getting out of there?
I'm just surprised I got any money out of you at all. But, all right.
I don't think that could have gone any better, to be honest.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we all did really well. I think we leveled up.
Part of me wanted to
Then we made a new
rutabaga
friend.
just to see what would happen, just to make.
I
Pat
think we
deal
would
with
have
that.
beaten. Yeah, I think we would have beaten the shit out of them. The unfortunate part is that I would have felt bad fighting without Brett.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I was like, we should bullshit for 20 minutes and then.
And
I
then-
have no
All right,
comment
it's
on
it's
that.
2:59. Roll initiative. Oh God, sorry.
Sorry.
All right, y'all. Well, yeah, tune in. Are we all good for next week as far as we know?
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Tune in next time to find out what happens next as things come to a bit of a head
Yeah.
on Wayward Shores.
Yeah, we love
Bye.
you.
Until then.
Bye.
See you next time, mateys.
Bye.
Ahoy!
Ahoy.
Ahoy.